Ryan Reynolds is stunned. Why would Justin Baldoni risk everything with what Blake's team says are false allegations? The answer might be darker than anyone expected. And just when you think this feud couldn't get bigger, Taylor Swift has been dragged straight into the fight. Court filings suggest her testimony could expose behind the scenes conversations that neither side wants revealed. Imagine it. Reputations on the line, Hollywood's biggest stars in the crossfire, and secrets powerful enough to flip the case upside down. Stay with me. This twist is wilder than any case you've ever seen. Let's rewind for a moment. The storm didn't start with Taylor. It began on the set of It Ends With Us. Late in 2024, Blake Lively filed a complaint claiming the workplace had turned toxic, accusing Justin Baldoni of creating an environment no actor should have to endure. The headlines exploded when those accusations went public, and suddenly the film everyone thought would be a career highlight became a courtroom time bomb. By January 2025, the case had escalated beyond control. Baldoni fired back with his own multi-million-dollar lawsuits, painting himself as the victim of a smear campaign. What looked like a simple dispute between two co-stars quickly morphed into a legal war of reputations, money, and influence. And while some of Baldoni's claims were thrown out, the drama was far from over. The trial date was set for March 9th, 2026, locking both stars into a legal countdown no one in Hollywood could ignore. But that's only the beginning. Now, let's peel back the curtain on Blake Lively's side of the story, because her claims are what lit the fuse on this entire legal firestorm. According to the filings, Blake described the atmosphere on set as nothing short of hostile. She claimed that Justin Baldoni's behavior went far beyond normal creative clashes, painting a picture of intimidation, verbal outbursts, and pressure tactics that left her and others on edge. What really shook things up is that Blake wasn't standing alone. Two of her female co-stars agreed to step forward and testify about what they say they witnessed behind the scenes. Their accounts suggest there was a pattern, not just a bad day or a disagreement, but a culture of fear that pushed Blake to file a formal complaint with a state workplace agency. Now think about that. A Hollywood set, a major film, and one of the industry's most respected actresses saying she felt cornered enough to take the fight public. That's not just bold, that's career risking. Because when an A-lister takes a stand like this, she knows she's not just battling one man. She's battling an entire machine built to protect reputations and profits. And here's where things get even messier. For some, Blake is the hero, a woman refusing to stay silent, even if it costs her work and friendships. But for others, the timing and the public nature of the complaint raised questions about motives and strategy. Was it about justice, or was it about power? Did she step forward because she had no choice, or was it a move to control the narrative before someone else did? This is where I really want to know your thoughts. Do you think Blake had no choice but to go public with these allegations to seek justice? Or could there be another side to the story that we haven't seen yet? I'd love to hear your take on the whole situation, the motivations, and what you think might happen next. Drop your opinion in the comments below. Because remember, in Hollywooder, the story you hear is really the full story. And in this case, the deeper you look, the darker it gets. Hey, quick request. If you're enjoying this video so far, I'd love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel to never miss such awesome deep facts that no one will tell you about the story. Thank you. Now, let's get back to it. If you thought Blake's accusations were explosive, Justin Baldoni's response took the feud into an entirely new arena. Within weeks of her filing, Baldoni hit back with a counter lawsuit that wasn't just defensive, it was an all-out attack. He claimed that Blake had deliberately tried to destroy his career and reputation, painting her actions as part of a calculated campaign. According to Baldoni's lawyers, Blake's complaint wasn't about justice at all. It was about power, control, and even jealousy over how the production was being run. But here's the part that made jaws drop. Baldoni's countersuit wasn't for pocket change. He demanded damages in the hundreds of millions, with filings suggesting losses tied to future projects, endorsements, and brand deals he says evaporated the moment her accusations hit the press. Think about that. Not just reputations on the line, but life-changing amounts of money with both stars digging in and refusing to back down. Baldoni's team framed it as defending him, Blake manipulating the narrative, leaking stories, using her A-list connections, rallying public sympathy in a way that left him branded guilty, case even hit trial. In their telling, she wasn't the victim. He was. And the whole story shifted from being a private dispute into a public Hollywood showdown. The tabloids loved it. The industry whispered about it and suddenly found themselves picking sides. Team Blake or Team Justin, long before a single judge spoken. But here's the kicker. As messy as it already was, legal was about to pull in names no one expected, where Taylor Swift comes in. Now to the absolute bombshell. Court papers and fresh reporting this week revealed that Taylor Swift has agreed to be deposed in connection with the case. Yes, you heard that right. Proposed dates have already been floated for October 2025, though the final move still hinges on a judge's approval and whether discovery deadlines get extended. That single development is a seismic shift. Think about it. Taylor isn't just another celebrity. She's one of the most powerful figures in pop culture, with a global brand built on loyalty, storytelling, and carefully crafted control over her narrative. And suddenly, her name is being tied not to a song or an album drop, but to sworn testimony in a courtroom. The implications? Massive. Because once you put someone like Taylor Swift under oath, everything changes. Every answer becomes a matter of legal record. Every pause, every clarification, every single word she speaks could ripple out, fueling headlines, shaking fan theories, even swaying the direction of the case itself. And here's where the stakes go nuclear. With Taylor involved, this isn't just a Hollywood industry dispute anymore. It's a story that jumps straight into major public attention. The fandoms, the media frenzy, the legal analysts, it all collides in one place. And it puts Taylor right at the epicenter. And here's where the story takes a jaw dropping turn. Because out of nowhere, Taylor Swift's name is being pulled directly into the chaos. Court insiders confirm that Taylor has been officially named in the lawsuit, and not just as a casual mention. Nope, she's actually been called to give a deposition. That means under oath, with lawyers grilling her, every word she says can carry legal weight. But the real shock? Taylor's involvement isn't about music. It isn't about feuds, and it isn't even about her relationship with Travis Kelce. It's tied to her personal friendship with Blake Lively. Reportedly, Taylor had behind the scenes conversations with Blake during the very same period that's now at the center of this lawsuit. Which raises the big question. Did Taylor witness something she shouldn't have? Or does she hold information that could either make or break Blake's entire case? And think about what this means for her public image. Taylor is known for carefully controlling her narrative, from her lyrics to her stadium filling tours. But a courtroom is a completely different stage. Once those transcripts go public, there's no editing, no storytelling, just raw answers. And fans are already panicking. Will this expose private details about her friendships? Or worse, will it drag her into an ugly Hollywood scandal she never signed up for? One thing's certain. Taylor Swift stepping into this legal battle instantly makes it bigger, louder, and more unpredictable than anyone expected. Because if the world's biggest pop star is sworn in, the spotlight just got hotter. And everyone involved better be ready. Just when you thought this case couldn't get more intense, new testimony has emerged. A recently filed declaration from an unnamed individual accuses Justin Baldoni of repeated negative behavior and even verbal abuse. This person isn't staying in the shadows either. They're expected to take the stand and testify when the trial begins in March 2026. But that's not all. Two co-stars have also indicated they'll step forward to share what they saw and heard. That means the trial won't just be about Blake versus Justin. It could transform into a stage where multiple voices with very different perspectives are brought under oath. These new statements could serve as powerful ammunition for Blake Lively's legal team, shaping a narrative that paints Baldoni in a damaging light. Or they might just as easily be used by Baldoni's side to challenge credibility and dismantle the accusations piece by piece. Either way, the courtroom is about to become the ultimate battleground. And here's why this matters so much. When witness testimonies begin to pile up, the courtroom stops being just a legal arena. It becomes the place where the public record is written. Every statement, every contradiction, every emotional breakdown, it's all preserved, not just for the judge and jury, but for the world watching outside. And the reason this is happening? Because both sides know one thing. When the truth finally lands in front of cameras, reporters, and legal analysts, it can sway public perception as much as the verdict itself. So let's break it down. What would Taylor Swift's deposition actually mean in this case? Practically speaking, it could involve sworn answers about texts, phone calls, or whether she was ever asked to intervene in the feud between Blake and Baldoni. Her testimony could potentially bolster claims about influence and coordination. Or it could end up being far more limited, focused only on specific questions, and ultimately not decisive. And here's the key. Legally, Taylor agreeing to be deposed doesn't mean she's endorsing Blake's side or siding against Baldoni. It simply means that as a witness, she's willing to answer questions under oath. But that's where the surprises usually live. Because once those questions start rolling, you never know which answers could suddenly reshape the entire narrative. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Taylor's testimony helps Blake's case? Or could it open even more trouble? Drop your opinion in the comments below. But here's where it gets even more explosive. Outside the courtroom, this battle is already turning into a public relations war. We're seeing leaks, counter leaks, carefully timed anonymous tips, and even selective releases of footage and texts that shape how fans and the media view each side. And it doesn't stop there. Reports are swirling about strained friendships, whispers that alliances in Hollywood are quietly shifting. Some fans are even dissecting recent music releases and Instagram captions, convinced they're hidden messages about the case. That's the dangerous blur of pop culture. Art and personal life collide. And suddenly, every song lyric, every interview, every post feels like a clue. But it gets worse, because once private messages leak into the public domain, the damage is permanent. Screenshots don't just tell a story, they rewrite reputations. And in a case this high profile, each new drop of information isn't just courtroom evidence. It's a weapon in the court of public opinion. The moment that changes everything. Court filings now confirm that Taylor Swift has agreed to be questioned within a set window, October 20th to 25th, 2025. The only thing standing in the way is a judge's approval to extend discovery deadlines. But if that green light comes, the stakes skyrocket. Why? Because that single move cracks open the door for private communications. texts, DMs, even meeting notes to be examined under oath. And once they're part of the official record, they're no longer whispers or speculation. They're evidence. If those messages reveal coordination or influence, either side could use them to reshape the entire narrative. If they don't, then maybe the whole spectacle fizzles out. But here's the catch. Even if nothing earth-shattering comes out, the damage is already done. The public spotlight, the headlines, the endless chatter, none of that disappears. This is the razor's edge moment, where simple gossip risks transforming into verified legal truth. And once that line is crossed, there's no going back. So what's next? Buckle up, because this fight is just getting started. The coming weeks will be filled with motions over discovery deadlines, battles will be asked, like leaks designed to sway public opinion. The March 9th, 2026 trial date looms large, but the real action begins now. Depositions, witness lists, and a flood of new filings will decide whether this stays just a messy celebrity feud or evolves into a full-blown courtroom saga with cultural consequences. So here's the real question. If the truth finally comes out, does everything collapse overnight? Or does it spark the biggest cultural storm we've ever seen? Drop your opinion in the comments below. And just when you think Hollywood drama couldn't get any wilder, there's another bombshell that proves the courtroom is its own stage for chaos. Cardi B just walked out of a $24 million civil assault lawsuit completely unscathed. But not without making headlines, throwing pens, delivering viral testimony, and turning her courtroom moments into album promotion gold. The question now isn't just about the verdict, it's about what comes next. Does this win make her untouchable, or set the stage for an even bigger showdown with rivals and lawsuits on the horizon? One thing's for sure. The next chapter in celebrity courtroom drama is already brewing, and you do not want to miss it. And if you're loving the content, subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss the next one. Trust me, what's coming is even wilder.